Yeah, hi friends. Good evening to all. So yesterday in the last session, as a part of Tony Robbins' live sessions, we covered, sir, where is the happiness is there? Progress is happiness. Growth is happiness. Okay, movement creates motivation. Okay, like we discussed multiple things like. So every pain, every problem, whatever we are going to face, is a teacher. It's a call, it's a signal, okay, to do something, to do something. Okay, like it's a signal we require to consider. Next, at certain point for every person, there are two roads will come. One is comfort road, another one is the growth road. Comfort road is more peaceful, everything is predictable. Okay, happy life by default will be there, like seems to be. But growth road, full of problems, full of pains. But still, if you cross those things, then automatically miracles you can create, more happiness you will get. That's why. So the problem, life is always going to provide some problems or some pains. It is telling that you will come out of that comfort zone and better to enter into growth zone. Like it's always going to tell. We have to listen that call, that signal. Okay, like we covered, right? Now, with all these things, I will discuss. So, what is the hero's journey of life? Every person, every person internally contain hero is there. Okay, or otherwise hero, everyone is the hero. What is the journey of life? How the hero's journey of life will be? Let me explain that. Okay. So, what topic we require to talk is, yes, here the hero's journey of life, the hero's journey of life. Okay, so in the, just there are four stages are there, friends. Just there are four important stages are there. Have a look once. The first stage is answer the call. Answer the call. Okay, every person gets a call. Every person, every person, every person gets a call. Okay, so life is always going to send a call to us. Okay, it may be a challenge, it may be a challenge or problem, it may be a challenge or problem that invites growth. Okay, it may be a challenge or it may be a problem that invites growth. Okay, like it can look, small, it can look small. So it can look small. So every person gets a culture. It may be a challenge or it may be a problem that invites growth. It can look small, a stage fear. Okay, for most of the people, stage fear is there. They are unable to talk in front of the people. They are unable to talk. If I'm giving the mic, so no, I can't talk like, I can't, no, I can't talk like this. So a stage fear or a tough exam, a tough exam. Next, a new project, a new project. Okay, so like it can look small, a stage fear, a tough exam, or a new project, etc. But believe me, sir, but believe me, it is the first step of transformation. It is the first step of transformation, transformation. So means, so whenever you are facing a challenge or a problem, okay, internally growth is there that invites growth. So a stage fear, a tough exam, a new project, etc. The first thing what you require to do is answer the call. Answer the call. Say yes to that problem. Say yes to that challenge. That's what answer the call. So it is the first step of your transformation. Okay, like that. So if we face bravely, we start growing. We start growing. Okay, if we face bravely, we start growing. If we run away, If we run away, very important, sir, the pain increases. The pain increases until we finally act. Observe carefully. So if we face bravely, yes, okay, we start growing. We start growing. Suppose, boss, I don't want to answer this call. I don't want to answer this call. If I run away, the pain increases until we finally act. Okay? Remember this one. Example, sir. You have stage fear. Okay, you have stage fear. Stage fear. Teacher asks you to speak. Teacher ask you to speak. Yeah. So here observe this. You have a problem is there. Teacher asks you to speak. Like you speak. Now you have two options. Either you can speak, or otherwise you can ignore. You can ignore any either yes or no. Of course, teacher case compulsory we should do. Okay, normal case any challenge is going to come. If you have the decision making, if you are responsible, you may tell yes or you may tell no. Okay, like teacher asks you to speak, then you feel scared. Okay, you feel scared. You feel scared, but do it. Do it. So just because of that, what's going to be happen is so confidence grows. Next time, if there is anywhere, okay, any stage speaking must be required. Okay, then immediately that fear by default will be gone. That one time fear by default will be gone. Next time we are not going to feel that much fear. Have you observed, right? Okay, the fear didn't disappear first, it disappeared after action. Okay, the fear didn't disappear. The fear didn't disappear first, it disappeared first. It disappeared after action. It disappears after action. Remember this one. So once we take some action, automatically the fear by default will be gone. Okay, what is the lesson we require to discuss? Growth begins. Growth begins. The moment growth begins, the moment you say yes. Growth begins the moment you say yes to your challenge. Yes to your challenge. The growth begins the moment you say yes to your challenge. Yes, friends? Mamata, are you in the position to understand this point?
Yes, sir.
Anything got connected, Ram Prasad? So,
Yes, sir.
in our life,
Yes,
there are
sir,
some
yes.
problems by default will come. There are some problems by default are going to come. Okay, there are some challenges are going to come. So, answer that call. Answer the call is the most important. Where our growth begins. Remember this one. Answer the call. Where the growth begins. Remember, right? Okay. So the main important, answer that call. Once you accept that call, your growth starts. The first step of your transformation is accept the call. Okay, you may get fear. You may have a number of doubts. You may have a number of obligations, like accept the call. Okay, so accept, answer the call. Okay, like, sir, if you are telling no, I'm fully busy, I'm not in a position to util, then automatically you are running far away from that. More problems will come. When the problems are going to be disappeared, at certain point, you are going to answer the call. Okay, the fear didn't feel scared, but do it, confidence grows. Remember that if you run away, the pain increases. If you run away, the pain increases until we finally act. So, any problem, any challenge, what we require to do? What we require to do? We require to accept that challenge. We require to answer that call. We require to accept that challenge, accept that problem. Because I told multiple times in our sessions, if you remember, right? Okay, so every problem in our life is always going to provide wonderful experience so that we will become a bit strong. Once we are become a bit stronger, next time, any such type of problem, we never going to consider it as a problem. Happily, oh, I saw this type of problems and number. That experience you are going to get by solving the problem. The second advantage, every problem is always going to provide opportunity. Hidden opportunity is there. Array, this problem bringing which opportunity to me? You require to identify. This problem bringing which opportunity to me? You require to identify. Okay, like that. So it's always going to provide an opportunity. It's always going to provide a learning kind of thing. So that's why problem means it's a wonderful opportunity for us. Remember this, okay? You accept the call, you accept the challenge. That is the first step of your transformation. Most important point. Clear, right? Okay, this is the first step in
Yes, sir.
hero's life cycle. Growth begins the moment you say yes to your challenge. Okay, the fear didn't disappear first, it disappeared after taking the action. So, until and unless if you are not taking the action, the fear is always there. The fear always there. Accept the call, take appropriate action. Remember that. Okay. The second step here is, yes, this is the important point. Okay. Where enter uncertainty. Enter uncertainty. Uncertain. Enter uncertainty. What is the here? You accept the problem. Suppose assume that. Okay. So you have two options are there. Assume you can join in your village college. You can join a bit far. Okay, in Delhi somewhere. You got admission. There also you can join. Joining in the village college, the same village college, you never want to feel any difficulty because your parents are with you. Next your college is also there only. So you never going to face the problem. But where is your growth? That growth by default will become. Suppose if you joined in the prestigious college, which is there in the Delhi, sir, more opportunities will be there, more learnings will be there, more exposure will be there. I answered that call. I answered that challenge. Okay, well, with innocent face, you get down from the train in the Delhi. Okay, with very innocent face. You don't know that language, Hindi language, you don't know. You know your mother tongue, Telugu or something like. Now the cinema is going to be start. That thing is nothing but uncertainty. It's a very common sir. Here we require to take a bit special care. Okay, most of the people to face this territory. So unknown territory. To face this unknown territory. Okay, uncertainty. Most of the people having the fear. That's why they won't answer the call. Okay, remember, compulsory we require to answer the call, and then we have to enter into unknown territory. That is called enter uncertainty. Okay, like beautiful, just a legend. This is the second stage of hero's life. Okay, once you accept the challenge, once you accept the challenge, you enter a new zone. You enter a new zone, unknown territory. Unknown territory. Once you accept the challenge, you enter new zone, unknown territory. We don't know anything, sir. Anything completely new. Don't worry, sir. Don't worry. So you have to decide. You have to decide. Suppose once I entered into the Delhi, I don't know anything. I don't know anything. It's a very common. Very common. If I spend at least 24 hours here, then I may get some connection. I may get some idea. Another 24 hours, I may get some idea. Okay. So like I thoda Hindi, I asked, Are where is that college? Like I got just I entered into that. Okay, I took the dare. I took the dare. I have the dare to accept and then enter. Day one, horrible. I don't know any person. Where I have to go, I don't know. All just I started like. So second day, okay, at least one of your Telugu friend there, then automatically, thank God, like with that friend help or with whatever support, your teacher provided some support, like happily, your rest of the things moved very smooth. Remember, unknown territory compulsory we require to enter. This is called the most important step in the hero's life. Okay, I hope is that clear. Now have a look once. Once you accept the challenge, you enter a new zone, unknown territory. Okay, you don't know. You don't know what will happen next. What will happen next? That's uncertainty. That's uncertainty. Uncertainty. That's uncertainty. Okay, you don't know what happened next. Are you getting what happened next? I don't know. This is nothing but what? Uncertainty, right? Okay, you feel nervous. You feel nervous. You feel nervous. Okay, or lost. But that's normal. But that's normal. So for everyone at the beginning days, this is the common thing only. Don't worry at all. Just suppose you join in the new school. Can you please imagine first day how it is going to be there? Can you, if you join in some new college, how it will be there? Or if you join in one company, okay, already you resign and then join in the new company, first day, how excitement, how everything is a new to you. Every person is a new to you. How the things are going to be happen. That is what uncertainty. You may feel, okay, what will be the next step? You may feel that yes, nervous, lost, but believe me, that thing is a very common in every hero life. Is it clear for you people, right? Yes, friends.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I hope
Yes, sir.
clear for you people. Okay. So that's what the important point what you have to aware. Yeah. So that is the second important stage what you people should require to remember in this stage. So you feel nervous, you feel lost, like enter the so uncertainty, enter the territory, unknown territory. Like once you accept the challenge, okay. Once you accept the challenge, what will happen is you enter a new zone, unknown territory. You don't know what will happen next. That's uncertainty. You feel nervous or lost, but that's normal. Okay, like in this stage in this stage, you must learn. In this stage, you must learn. Ask help. Ask help. Seek guidance. Seek guidance. Guidance from mentors. From mentors or positive friends. From mentors are positive friends. Are positive friends. Okay, like that. Positive friends. That's all. So examples, if you observe that, I hope everyone in the position to understand, right? So in our life, the first stage, the hero's journey of life, there are four stages are there. Okay, in every hero life, the first one, life is always going to send a call. It may be a problem, it may be challenge that invites growth. So what you require to do? So you have to accept that call. You have to tell yes to that call. This is the first step of transformation. Okay, once you accept the call, your growth started. Now the second step, very dangerous step, you require to enter into uncertainty. Once you accept the challenge, you enter a new zone, unknown territory. You don't know what will happen next. That's uncertainty. You feel nervous or lost, but that's normal. In this stage, you have to learn, ask help, seek guidance from mentor, positive friends. Remember it. So examples if you consider joining a new job. Joining a new job. You don't know anyone, but so on, you learn the system. Okay. You don't know anyone. You don't know anyone. Okay, in the company, you don't know anyone, but so on. Okay. but soon you learn the system. You learn the system. Okay, like next, starting a business. Starting a business. Starting a business. You face ups and downs. You face ups and downs. Up and downs are common, but experience comes only by doing. Experience comes only by doing. Experience comes only by doing. Remember this one. So uncertainty is nothing but classroom of life. Uncertainty is nothing but classroom of life. Classroom of life. Is it clear? Respond. Suppose assume that your requirement is, assume that your requirement is, Array, can you please go to the America? Can you please go to the America and do some 1 year job and then come back, like assume that you got an opportunity. You got an opportunity for this. Then what you did is, you have two options are there. You can accept or you can reject. If you accept, growth starts. Transformation, that is the first step of transformation. Okay, once you accept, now the cinema is going to start. How to apply for the college, or how to apply, how to get the tickets, dot, and so on. Next, once you enter into the US airport, who is going to receive? We don't know anything there, dot, and so on. A number of problems by default will be there. Now you have to ask, are anyone there? Known person is there. This is the thing, what I have to do. So I will ask the ChatGPT what I have to do. Something like that. So everything is uncertain. You require to enter into that unknown territory. You may get the feeling that, unnecessary. I came here happily. I can do that local job. Happy life is there. But unnecessary I came here. Like, you may get the feeling also. You may feel a bit lost. You may feel a bit nervous. Because everything is new. But don't worry. These things are very common. Every hero passed these stages only. Okay, like you have to, it's a classroom of learning, man. You have to ask friends, you have to seek the help from your colleagues or neighbors and so on. Now, once a few days completed, then everything, the system you can understand. Everyone is, most of the people already known people, at least the required people, you can aware. Okay, like uncertainty is the classroom of life. Okay, now the third one, most important stage. The third stage, okay, slay. Okay, slay the dragon. Slay the dragon. Okay, here dragon means something like our weaknesses, our enemies. Okay, like the dragon is not outside. The dragon is not outside. Outside. The dragon is not outside. It's inside you. It's inside you. The dragon is not outside. It's inside you. Okay, your dragons are. Dragons are. Yes, sir. These things are most important, sir. These dragons, we have to fight and we have to kill these dragons. Okay, as long as these dragons are there with us, then it's always a bigger problem. As long as these dragons are there, it's always a bigger problem, friends. So compulsory, we require to fight with these dragons. Okay, like, can you please spell out any dragon which is there inside? Any dragon which is there inside? The biggest dragon for most of the people is fear. Getting fear. For everything we are going to get the fear. What is the need? What is the need of getting the fear? Very simple. In the worst case, what will happen? Prepare worst case scenario. Then the fear by default will be gone. There is a book is there, sir. Dale Carnegie book. Stop worrying and lead a happy life. There is a book is there. Of course, definitely I will take that series also. So the fear, these kind of dragons, how to fight with these dragons which are there inside in our body. So inside us, the dragons, how you can do Like that's a beautiful book. I will definitely. So I will explain. Next, fear. Next, another dragon. Laziness. Laziness later we will do. Okay, morning 10 o'clock we will wake up. Next, always procrastinating the things. Laziness. Laziness is also another dragon. Next, anger. Oh, angriness. Anger is the very dangerous dragon, whatever we had. Next, comparison dragon. Wow. This is the two worst. Always comparing with others and keeping us a bit low. Arey, that person is too good. Arey, that person's salary is too good. Arey, that person is doing the job well. Like it's a comparison dragon. Is also one bigger problem with us. Okay, don't compare with others. Compare with yourself. When compared with yesterday, today, is it any improvement is there in my life? When compared with the last year, currently, any improvement is there in my life? Always compare yourself. Never, 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 never compare with others. Comparison dragon is also a very, very bigger enemy which is there inside you. Okay. Next and after that, there is another dragon, too much worst dragon, self-doubt. Self-doubt. Am I doing correctly? Am I doing correctly? This may not correct way. Overthinking. Teja is always asking, sir, overthinking. How I can overcome like overthinking? It's also one dragon. it's also one dragon. Okay, like these dragons are not outside, man. These dragons are inside you only. We have to fight, we have to kill these enemies. Okay, like sir, let me just let me add your dragons are. Okay, can you please spell out? First one, fear. Okay, first one, fear. Second one, laziness. Laziness. Here. Second one, laziness. Third one, anger. Anger. Fourth one, comparison. Comparison dragon. Okay. Fifth one, self-doubt. 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 Okay. So for everything is always going to have doubts, self-doubt. You must fight them. You must fight them. You must fight them one by one, not in one day, but every day. But every day. So slay the dragon. The dragon is not outside, it's inside you. Your dragons are fear, laziness, anger, comparison, self-doubt. You must fight. You must fight one by one. Not not in one day, but every day. Each time you defeat a dragon, you defeat a dragon. Each time you defeat a dragon, you become stronger, stronger and wiser. Each time you defeat a dragon, you become stronger and wiser. Remember this one. Okay, you will become very stronger. You will become wiser. So just entered into uncertainty. Next, slay the dragon. Okay, slap the dragon. Okay, like slay the dragon means fight, kill that dragon. Okay, like you have to defeat, win over these dragons. Okay, like so each time you defeat a dragon, you become stronger and wiser. If you consider examples are, you wake up late every day. You wake up late every day. Every day. Do you know which dragon is there here? Which dragon is there? You wake up.
Laziness.
Laziness. Laziness dragon is there. Laziness. You defeat that laziness. You defeat that laziness. That laziness dragon. Dragon by walking by wake up early for 1 week. By wake up early for 1 week. For 1 week. Assume slowly discipline becomes your new power. Slowly discipline will become your new power. Discipline will become your new power. New power. Have you observed, right? Each time you defeat a dragon, you become stronger and wiser. Okay, slowly discipline will become your new power. So the real battles are internal. not external. The most important point, sir. So, what the lesson we require to get from here is the real battles. The real battles are internal, not external, not external. Because of your fear, n number of opportunities you are missing. Are you going to accept? Because of your fear,
Yes, sir.
n number of opportunities you are missing. So the problem is not in the outside persons. The problem is in your side only. Remember this one. Because of your bloody laziness, n number of opportunities you are missing in your life. Believe me, sir. So here the problem is not outside. That laziness is inside your body. So the real battle you require to do, the real war. Battle means war. The real battle you require to do with yourself internally, not externally. Is it clear for you people, right? Slay the dragon. That thing is important. Okay. This is the third step. Okay. The fourth steps are once you win the dragons, you entered into uncertainty, and these stages are going to be completed. There, fourth one, return. Yes, hero. Return as a hero after overcoming your challenge. After overcoming your challenge, you don't just win. You don't just win. You transform. Okay, you transform. You don't just win, you transform. You return with experience, wisdom, and confidence. You return with the experience. You return with the experience, wisdom, and confidence. Sir, I have one small doubt for you people. How this experience you are getting? How the wisdom you are getting? How the confidence you are getting? Can you please confirm? Because
Consistency.
you are
Yes.
getting. Because you are getting confidence, you are getting wisdom. Okay, like why? How you are getting? Because you accepted that challenge. You accepted that problem. Okay, you answer that call. So once you went to the US, you did 1 year job, and then so earn some money, earn some experience, earn some knowledge, and then return as a hero. Now you are in a position to teach the people, saying how you entered into the America, or how you can get the job, how you can do the job, how you can stay in America. Like now you will become experienced person. Are you in the position to understand? If you are not going to accept that call, that wisdom by default will be gone, that confidence by default will be gone, that growth by default will be gone. That's why opportunities, challenges, problems, anything life is going to send it to you, compulsory, you require to answer that call. Enter unknown territory. It's complete uncertainty. You don't know anything, man. It's complete the path of difficulties. Don't worry at all. It's a common. If you cross that path, that path of problem, pain, anything, if you bear, you can take the help from the remaining, or you can, once you cross that, then automatically, okay, a real happiness will be there, a real growth will be there. You will become a wonderful opportunity you are going to get. Okay, learnings by default you are going to get. So your wisdom, confidence, all the things by default are going to be improved. Now you will become hero. Like, so most of the people out of 100, 99.99% of the people are not answering the call. They are running a bit far and creating more problems. At certain point, compulsory they require to answer. So these 4 stages are by default considered as hero's life cycle. Answer the call, enter the uncertainty, enter the unknown territory, face the problems, solve, learn the things and so on. Next, fight with the dragons, and then return as a real hero. Remember, this is the life cycle of the hero. Now, complete transformation is going to be happen. You will become stronger, ready to answer next call. It is not a one-time process. It is a continuous process. Remember it. Okay, you return with experience, wisdom, and confidence. You now help others who are going through similar similar pain. You help others who are going through similar pain. Then life gives you. Okay, the next challenge. Life gives you the next challenge, the next call. The next challenge means again the next call. Okay, examples if you consider. You once feared public speaking. Once you fear public speaking, now you help juniors. Juniors speak confidently. Okay, like that. You once struggled in studies. Now you guide others. To learn smartly. Okay, like that. So, what is the lesson we require to learn here? Growth never ends. Every victory prepares you for the next advantage. Prepares you for next adventure. For next adventure. Okay, like that. So, take a bit very special care. I hope, are you in the position to understand? What a beautiful concept. Yes, friends. Most of the people, they are unable to answer the call. That's why they are not what we call they are not willing to do transformation. Because of that, what will happen is they are not going to succeed in their life. Answer the call, accept the challenge, accept the problem, accept the pain. But I told that dark time only for few days. It's a very common for every successful person already faced that stage. So, next, slay the dragons, fight the dragons who are inside you. Then, once you achieve that, you are in a position to guide the others, you will become a real hero. So, this cycle repeated, how many times you are going to repeat this cycle, that much wisdom you are going to get, that much confidence you are going to get, that much experience you are going to get. Then you are in a position to guide the remaining people who want to walk on that path. Okay, so don't think to accept any challenge. Always accept the challenge. A number of learnings will be there. Even the risks are there, but a number of learnings are there. You will become very strong by accepting that challenge. Remember. So, what the final summary here is, life keeps sending calls. There are some summary. Life keeps sending calls. Each call pushes us into uncertainty. into uncertainty. Okay, inside that zone, okay, we fight inner dragons. Inner dragons. Okay, after each victory, we return stronger. And ready for the next stage. Observe that life keep on sending calls. Each call pushes us into uncertainty. Common. Inside that zone, we fight with the inner dragons. After each victory, we return stronger and are ready for the next stage. Okay. So here, Durga Sir quote, let me add here also. every time you face fear, and move forward, every time you face fear and move forward, you become the hero of your own story. You become hero of your own story. Observe that. Every time you face fear and move forward, you become the hero of your own story. Any doubt? Any explanation is required about this concept? Yes, friends. So if you want to become a hero, you require to take the risk. You require to accept the challenge. You require to face the problems. You require to face the pain. But all these things are common for every successful person. Then only you will become hero. If you are always staying in comfort zone, I don't want to take any risk. Indirectly, you are in danger zone. At certain point, blast is going to be happen. You are not in a position to survive yourself. Always come out of that comfort zone. Think about growth zone. Clear? Yes, Mamata, Teja, Rahul, Ramprasad. Anything got connected from this discussion? Sir, at the beginning, I feel like anything, but now, so do you know, after doing, anyway, without interest, I did that. I did that unknowingly, I accepted that day. But because of that, wonderful, my life got settled like anything. Very simple, sir. Very simple. I can share my experience with you people. Happily doing the job in IBM with a good salary, good company, branded company. Excellent. Okay. But I left that bloody job and then started my own organization. Then my lifestyle got changed. I created miracles in my life. Do you know, I provided my Java sessions, Python sessions, I influenced lakhs of people across the world. This journey may not that much easy, may be pain. Believe me, first 6 months, once I started, 6 months, Durga Sir started 6 months. Every day afternoon, lunchtime, in IBM while working, lunchtime, after completing lunch, I will come out for a few minutes walk with my colleagues. I will make a phone call to my office saying, my cousin is there, Ashok, like in office. Hey Ashok, today, have you got any inquiry? The very common answer is no. We didn't get single inquiry also today. Very common answer. 6 months, no inquiry. No inquiries, no students. Students are coming because starting in institute, how the people are going to come, how the people aware that, how the people are going to believe first. Every month what happened is taking the salary from the IBM and paying the rent for the institute and salaries, these kind of thing only. My grandma, my mother, but currently she is no more. She always, Hare Durga, have you did any wrong decision? because you are struggling a bit. I'm seeing you because she was there with me. You are struggling a bit. Okay. So she told you did some wrong decision, it seems like. But 6 months completed. 6 months completed. 7th month onwards, students are slowly coming. At certain point, at a time, 12,000 students learn in Durga Soft at a time. At a time. We announced one batch. From one batch, every day, we are getting lakhs of money. Then my father realized. Then my father told, Arey, by leaving that IBM job, you did great thing, Ra. Otherwise, our lifestyle is not like this. My father appreciated my effort. Real hero. Remember that. Remember. If I'm doing the things, if I'm staying there only, maybe my salary 40,000 to 70,000 to 1 lakh or 1 lakh to 1 lakh 50,000. But my own empire may not be there. I may not influence, these many members across the world. Observe that carefully. Every successful path, every path that leads to success with full of problems, full of pains, if you bear, then only you are eligible to eat that success, to taste that success. Remember that. So, don't worry for the pains, problems. These things are very common in the success path. There is another path is there, which is called comfort path. Okay, I can use the word is the dangerous path in my perspective. Dangerous path. In that comfort path, dangerous path, what will happen is, seems to be we are very safe, seems to be we are very, very safe, but at certain point, definitely, yes, they are going to realize that we choose the wrong option. Assume that my friend is there who is working as a school teacher, every month he is getting 1 lakh rupees. Then I told, Arey, 1 lakh, 1 lakh, 1 lakh. Your life by default will be gone with this 1 lakh only. Better to left that job and better to leave that job and then better to come. Better to do some extra thing, use your skill. Okay, once you start a business, or if you are start entering into your own business, you can create miracles in your life. Then automatically is not in a position. Assume that at certain point after 10 years, 15 years, for his son, there is a medical CT required to take. Okay, for that 1 crore expected. Assume that 1 crore expected. I'm sure he's not in a position to pay. But for my kid, I'm in a position to pay and take that admission. Remember that. So means it doesn't mean, okay, maybe pain is there. Maybe problems are there, full of problems. Road anta guntal road. Lot of, it's not a smooth road, I know. But still, that road only we require to choose. Then only we can enjoy the success. Believe me, sir. Amazon CEO. Amazon, 7 years, no profit. 7 years after starting the company, for the 7 years, no profit. The investors gave left and right to the Amazon CEO, Jeff Bezos. But consistently, he concentrated. These problems are very common at the beginning. Then now, one of the richest person in the world. The person who is working as a petrol bunk attendant, if he feels that this thing is enough, I don't want to take any pain. Okay, this thing enough. Like if he felt like that, then Mukesh Ambani is also going to work as another petrol bunk attendant, not India's richest person. So, if anywhere challenges are there, if anywhere pains are there, don't worry about that. Answer that call. You will get more wisdom, you will get more growth, a number of learnings will be there, a number of opportunities will be there. For every problem, friends, every problem you are facing in your life, for every problem you are facing in your life, think a bit positive way. That problem is always going to provide experience. You will become stronger with that experience. That problem always going to provide some learnings. That problem is always going to provide hidden opportunities to grow next level. That's why problem, don't treat as a problem. Pain, don't treat as a pain. It is a source of opportunity. It is a source, it is a path of growth, path to success. That's why always be ready to take any pain, any risk, any challenge kind of thing, at least up to certain level, instead of hesitating, okay, no. Instead of that, at least a few areas, better to use the word yes. Answer that call with yes. Highly recommended. Yes, friends, are you in the position to understand?
Yes,
Anything
sir.
got connected? Anything got connected with this concept? I mean, with this session? Teja, Rahul, Mamata, Ram Prasad. Okay? So, always be ready. Yeah, Rahul. Always be ready to take challenge. Always be ready to bear the pain. Common, normal. Next, don't fight with external dragons. First, fight with your internal dragons. Fear, laziness. Next, comparison. Next, self-doubt. This is the most valuable. Okay, the real enemies are not outside. The real enemies are in your body only. Your angriness is your enemy. Your laziness is your enemy. Your self-doubt, always doubting. doubt on you. Okay, is enemy. Comparison, enemy. Fight first those dragons. Then everything will be good. Happily, you can achieve success. Believe me, sir. Okay, let me go for a small presentation, of course, AI video, so that a revision kind of thing is going to be happen. The most important connected points here is inner dragons. Very, very important. So the enemies, don't concentrate on enemies who are external. Concentrate on enemies which are there inside you. Inner dragons. Very, very important. The another thing is, so compulsory answer the call. Don't avoid and don't run away from the opportunities. Next, every successful path always having the pains, always having the problems, but don't worry, these things are very common. Then only you will become a real hero in your life, in your story. Okay, that's all, friends.
Hello, friends. Have you ever felt, maybe while sipping your morning chai, that your life could be a big adventure story? Well, guess what? It is. And in this beautiful story, you are the hero. So I have one simple question for you. Are you ready to be the hero of your own story? I have a feeling the answer is a big yes. Okay, let's dive into this beautiful journey together. You see, every great story, even the big Bollywood ones, it always starts with one special moment. It's called the call to adventure. Let's find out what this call looks like for you and me. So, what is this call? It's simply life knocking on your door with a little challenge. It can be a big new project at work or something small, like finally deciding to learn that recipe you love. It's life's sweet way of saying, come on, it's time to grow.
Imagine this. Your teacher suddenly asks you to speak at the morning assembly. Ayyo, your heart starts beating like a drum, no? But you take a deep breath and you say, okay ma'am, I will try. And you do it. Now, the magic part is that the fear doesn't disappear before you act. It melts away as you speak. And slowly your confidence just begins to bloom.
And that one moment, that is the real turning point. So the most important thing to remember is this. Your journey as a hero starts the second you say yes to a challenge, even if your knees are shaking a little. That one single word, it changes everything. So, you said yes. Wonderful. But what happens now? Well, this is where the real adventure begins. You have to step into a new world, and we call this the world of the unknown. This new place, it can feel a little strange, nah? Kind of like the first day in a new college, when you don't know where the canteen is or any of the faces. It's completely normal to feel a bit lost. Actually, feeling a little lost just means you're moving in the right direction. But you know what? This unknown place is where all the magic happens. It's where you learn new skills. And it's so important to remember that asking for help is not a weakness, it's superpower. Your teachers, your good friends, they're your team on this journey. So try to see this uncertainty not as something scary, but as life's greatest classroom. This is where you will learn the most important lessons, the ones that no textbook can ever teach you. Okay, now we come to the heart of the journey, the biggest test. It's time to fight the dragons. But wait, these aren't the kind of dragons you see in storybooks. You see, the biggest and the hardest battles are not fought outside with other people. The real war, well, it happens right inside your own mind. And who are these dragons? We all know them, don't we? There's fear who whispers, what if you fail? There's laziness who makes the bed feel so very cozy in the morning. Anger that makes everything look red. Comparison who keeps pointing at what others have. And the trickiest one of all, self-doubt, who tells you you're just not good enough. But the good news is you can defeat them. How? With small, consistent, brave actions. For example, to beat that laziness dragon, just promise yourself, for 1 week, I will wake up early to study for my exam. And after just 1 week of winning this tiny battle, you will feel so much stronger inside. And this is the real secret of the hero's journey. You see, the true victory isn't about defeating someone else. It's about winning that battle against yourself. That is what makes you a true hero. So, you've answered the call. You walked into the unknown and you fought your inner dragons. You've passed the test. The journey isn't over, though. Now you return, but you're not the same person who started. Because this is the real prize of the journey. It's not a medal or a certificate. No, it's a deep, lasting change inside of you. You've transformed. You've become a new, better version of yourself. So what does this new hero bring back? First, you come back with experience and with wisdom. Second, and this is the most wonderful part, you now have the power to help others who are facing the same challenges. You can be their guide. And third, you're stronger and you're completely ready for whatever adventure life sends you next. And this is the beautiful truth of it all. The hero's journey isn't a single event. It's a cycle that continues throughout your life. Each victory doesn't just end a chapter. It prepares you to write an even better next one. So, let's bring all of these steps together. This journey of life, it's not a straight line from A to B. It's a beautiful, endless cycle of growth. Just think of it like this. Life sends you a call. You bravely step into the unknown, you fight your inner dragons, and you always, always return stronger, wiser, and ready for the next call. And I want to leave you with this really profound thought from Durga Sir. Every time you face fear and move forward, you become the hero of your own story. Just let that beautiful thought sit with you for a moment. Every single time. So please remember, being a hero isn't about one big dramatic moment. It's about all the small, brave choices you make every single day. And always remember this, my friends. Small learning daily makes big success one day. Keep going on your beautiful journey